Books and reading play a crucial role in human culture and personal development. Books, definition and types. Fiction, imaginary stories created by authors, including genres like fantasy, science fiction, romance, mystery, and historical fiction. Nonfiction, factual works that provide information or insights, covering biographies, memoirs, self-help, history, science, and more. Textbooks, educational books used in schools and universities to teach specific subjects. Reference books, resources like dictionaries, encyclopedias, and atlases that provide specific information on various topics. E-books, digital versions of books that can be read on electronic devices like e-readers, tablets, and smartphones. History, ancient times. Early forms of books were clay tablets, papyrus scrolls, and codices. Middle Ages, manuscripts were handwritten and illustrated by monks in scriptoriums. Printing revolution. Johannes Gutenberg's invention of the printing press in the 15th century made books more accessible. Modern era. The rise of digital technology has transformed how books are produced, distributed, and consumed. Reading benefits. Cognitive development. Enhances vocabulary, comprehension, and critical thinking skills. Knowledge acquisition. Provides information and insights on various topics, contributing to lifelong learning. Mental stimulation. Keeps the brain active, which can slow cognitive decline in old age. Stress reduction. Immersing in a good book can reduce stress and promote relaxation. Empathy and understanding. Reading fiction can improve empathy by allowing readers to experience different perspectives and emotions. Techniques. Skimming. Quickly going through text to get a general idea. Scanning. Looking for specific information within a text. Deep reading. Engaging thoroughly with the text, analyzing and reflecting on its content. Speed reading. Techniques designed to increase reading speed without losing comprehension. Reading formats. Printed books. Traditional physical books made of paper. E-books. Digital books that can be read on electronic devices. Audiobooks. Recorded versions of books, allowing people to listen to the content. Reading habits. Reading for pleasure. Reading for enjoyment and relaxation. Academic reading. Reading for educational purposes, often involving textbooks and scholarly articles. Professional reading. Reading related to one's career or profession to stay updated with industry knowledge. Cultural impact. Literacy. The ability to read and write is fundamental to education and personal development. Storytelling. Books preserve and share stories, traditions, and cultural heritage across generations. Innovation and ideas. Books spread new ideas and innovations, influencing societal changes and progress. In essence, books and reading are foundational elements of human civilization, contributing to personal growth, education, and the perpetuation of culture and knowledge. E-books, electronic books, are digital versions of traditional printed books. They can be read on electronic devices such as e-readers, tablets, smartphones, and computers. Formats. EPUB. A widely used open format for e-books, compatible with most devices. PDF. A format known for preserving the layout of the original document, often used for textbooks and technical manuals. MOBI. A format primarily used by Amazon Kindle devices. AZW. Amazon's proprietary format for Kindle advantages. Portability. Thousands of e-books can be stored on a single device, making it easy to carry a vast library. Accessibility. Features like adjustable font sizes, text-to-speech, and screen reading software make e-books accessible to people with visual impairments or reading difficulties. Convenience. E-books can be purchased and downloaded instantly from online stores. Searchability. Users can search for specific terms or phrases within the text, which is particularly useful for research and study. Environmentally friendly. E-books reduce the need for paper and physical transportation, contributing to environmental sustainability. Disadvantages. Digital rights management, DRM. Restrictions placed on e-books to prevent unauthorized copying can limit how users can share and access their purchased content. Battery dependency. E-books require electronic devices, which need to be charged. Screen fatigue. Extended reading on electronic screens can cause eye strain and fatigue for some people. E-readers are portable electronic devices specifically designed for reading e-books and other digital content. Key features. E-ink display. Unlike traditional screens, e-ink displays mimic the appearance of ink on paper, reducing glare and eye strain. They also perform well in bright sunlight. Long battery life. E-readers can last weeks on a single charge due to the low power consumption of e-ink technology. Lightweight and portable. E-readers are usually lighter and more compact than tablets or laptops, making them easy to carry. Adjustable text. Users can customize font size, type, and screen brightness to suit their reading preferences. Storage capacity. E-readers can store thousands of books, magazines, and other documents. Popular e-readers. Amazon Kindle. One of the most popular e-readers, compatible with Amazon's extensive e-book library. Barnes & Noble Nook. Another well-known e-reader with access to Barnes & Noble's digital content. Kobo offers a range of e-readers compatible with various e-book formats and an extensive online store. Advantages. Dedicated reading device. E-readers are designed solely for reading, providing a distraction-free experience without notifications and apps found on smartphones and tablets. Built-in dictionary. Many e-readers include a built-in dictionary, allowing users to look up words instantly. Note-taking. Features for highlighting text, adding notes, and bookmarking pages make e-readers useful for studying and research. Night mode. Some e-readers offer backlighting and night mode options for reading in low-light conditions without disturbing others. Disadvantages. Limited functionality. E-readers are primarily designed for reading, lacking the multifunctionality of tablets and smartphones. Initial cost. While e-books are often cheaper than printed books, the initial investment in an e-reader can be significant. Comparison with tablets. Multifunctional devices that can run a variety of apps, including e-reading apps, offer color displays, which are beneficial for reading magazines, comics, and illustrated books. Tend to have shorter battery life compared to e-readers due to their versatile functionality. E-readers, specifically designed for reading, offering a more paper-like reading experience. Have longer battery life and are easier on the eyes, generally more affordable than high-end tablets. Conclusion. E-books and e-readers have revolutionized the way people access and consume written content, offering unparalleled convenience, portability, and accessibility. While they may not completely replace printed books, they provide an excellent alternative, especially for avid readers, students, and travelers. There are various places where you can get books, both physical and digital. Independent bookstores. Local shops that often have a curated selection of books, knowledgeable staff, and a community feel.
I will be uploading a YouTube short every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, plus a long-format video on different English language learning topics every Thursday. So stay tuned for more upcoming content.
If you have any feedback for me, positive or negative, please leave a comment.